I welcome all my dear friends to a small and quick session of revision on the TCA citric acid cycle tricarboxylic acid metabolism. This is for everyone who is going for the examination. The citric acid cycle, also known as Krebs cycle or TCA, is the most important metabolic pathway for the energy supply to the body. About 70% of the ATP is synthesized in the Krebs cycle. Citric acid cycle essentially involves the oxidation of acetyl CoA to CO2 and H2O. This cycle utilizes about two-thirds of the total oxygen consumed by the body. So we understand that this requires oxygen for the working of the TCA. The name TCA cycle is used since the onset of the cycle, the tricarboxylic acids, that is citrate, cis-aconitrate and isocitrate participate. TCA cycle, the central metabolic pathway. The citric acid cycle is final common oxidative pathway for carbohydrates, fats and amino acids. This cycle not only supplies energy but also provides many intermediate required for the synthesis of amino acid, glucose and heme, etc. Krebs cycle is the most important central pathway connecting almost all the individual metabolic pathway either directly or indirectly. This is in summary, that is overview, that is acetyl CoA along with the oxaloacetic acid forms a 6 carbon atom, that is compound, that is citrate. Citrate removes one CO2, that is 1 carbon, forms to alpha ketoglutarate, that is 5 carbon compound. One more CO2 is given up and converted to succinyl CoA, which ultimately leads to oxaloacetate. In the overview, Krebs cycle basically involves the combination of 2 carbon, that is acetyl CoA, with a 4 carbon oxaloacetate to produce a 6 carbon tricarboxylic acid, that is citrate. In the reaction that follows, the 2 carbon are oxidized to CO2 and the oxaloacetate is regenerated and recycled. Oxaloacetate is considered to play a catalytic role in the citric acid cycle. The overview is depicted as, so this is very important, that we get pyruvate at the end of the glycolysis, which is converted to acetyl CoA with the pyruvate dehydrogenase. It is a multi-enzyme complex, very important. NAD is converted to NADH, NAD and plus H with the CO2. We get citrate synthetase. Once we get citrate, it is converted to aconitrase enzyme, H2O is removed. We get cis-aconitrate, aconitrate and isocitrate. Once we get isocitrate, this is clear-cut view. Isocitrate converted to oxalosuccinate, a CO2 is removed and we have alpha ketoglutarate. Now this one more multi-enzyme complex, that is alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, which is very important. Again NAD is converted to NADH plus H and CO2 is removed. We get succinyl coenzyme A converted to succinate. Then with succinyl dehydrogenase we get fumarate. Fumarate to malate. Malate dehydrogenase you will get oxaloacetate and the cycle will continue. So to summarize, we get pyruvate at the end of the glycolysis. It gets converted to acetyl CoA with the help of pyruvate dehydrogenase. From acetyl CoA we get citrate, which we can clearly see it is a 6 carbon compound. From citrate we get oxalosuccinate. From oxalosuccinate, one CO2 is removed, we get alpha ketoglutarate. One more multi-enzyme complex, that is alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase, we get NADH plus NAD. From here we get succinyl coenzyme A, succinate, fumarate, malate and ultimately 4 carbon atom oxaloacetate. So 4 carbon atom oxaloacetate plus acetyl CoA, which contains 2 carbon atom, we again get a citrate, which is a 6 carbon atom compound. So that is about summary about a tricarboxylic acid metabolism. Conversion of alpha ketoglutarate to succinyl coenzyme A occurs through the oxidative decarboxylation catalyzed by alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase complex. This enzyme is dependent on the 5 cofactor, that is why it is called as multi-enzyme complex. The 5 cofactors are TPP, lipoamide, NAD plus, FED and coenzyme A. The mechanism of reaction is analogous to conversion of pyruvate to acetyl coenzyme A. At this stage, TCA cycle, second NADH is produced and second CO2 is liberated. So when we have to summarize the energy production, 3 NAD we get 9 ATP, 2 FAD conversion to FAD we get FADH2, to get FAD we get 2 ATP, and substrate level phosphorylation of GTP we get 1. So we get 12 ATP. Thank you very much for listening to the video. I hope the video is informative. Best of luck for all the exam going students. Thank you very much.